Hello YouTube, it is Champion DJK coming at you again with another video, and today we're just going to take a look at a trio of Inno64 models. Two of them are pretty new, or I think are pretty new, and then one of them's been around for a while. But the one I'm really excited to look at is this Nissan R89C Lama car. I think that's going to be really cool. The Nissan GT-R50 by Italdesign is probably pretty awesome too. And then there's this one. This is the Datsun 240Z, which is one of my favorite castings from Inno64. They did a really great version of this 240Z, and I've got a couple different ones in the collection. This one came from my buddy Jay. I think he was just getting rid of an extra. I think he accidentally bought two of these and wanted to get rid of one, so I took it off of his hands. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, just because I've got, you know, a couple different versions of this casting already. So Datsun 240Z, I don't know, whatever. SEMA 2018, right? I don't know what an Ineos is. I have no idea. Someone in the comments will know, or they'll Google it and they'll comment like they knew the whole time. Go ahead and just get it unscrewed from the base so we can check it out. So this casting is done really well. It's really nice. Paint on this one looks pretty good. A little bit of orange peel in like the clear coat over the graphics. Of course, inserted details for headlights and taillights. Fair, easy T. Fair, I don't know what it rolls. Metal base, metal body, which all the newer like Inno64 castings are metal base, metal body. Now, Inno hasn't really been putting out a whole lot lately. They really haven't been doing a lot of new toolings, new castings, except for like this one here. But so this is already like now, I think 2 years old. This casting is already, maybe even 3. Not entirely sure. Pretty good though. It rolls, looks pretty good, looks awesome. I like that tooling quite a bit. All right, putting that aside, let's take a look at the Nissan GT-R50. This thing's going to be pretty awesome, I'm guessing. Now, Tomica Limited Vintage, I think, actually did this one as well at some point. Let's just cut this. And I did not peel the cellophane from it because I haven't really peeked at this at all. Just got it, wanted to film a video, and here we go. So Inno64, really nice models if you're not familiar with them. They are very nice, very nicely done. Typically, quality control is really good typically on them too. So this is the Nissan GT-R50. And just pretty much like a sick version of a Nissan GTR. Looking very cool. Let's check it out. Does it roll? Sure does. Man, this thing looks super nice. And I would argue this might even look better than the Tomica Limited Vintage. I don't have it to compare it to, but metal base, metal body, just sharp, right? Inserted details for headlights. They look a little weird, but pretty cool. And then inserted details for the tail as well. We got brake details in there. I mean, just really nice. That's some gold that got under the tire. Yep, and it's just easily, you can take a fingernail and just scrape her right off. We got side mirrors with a reflective surface. I mean, tell me that's not gorgeous. I think it really is. I like the wing. I like the way this looks. I think this looks a lot cooler than just a boring old GTR, to be honest with you. An R35. It just, these, I don't know. R35s just, they're not, to me, not very exciting looking. I know they're really super cool cars, but this is definitely more exciting looking. I like the gold and black. I think it looks very fantastic. And like I said, this thing rolls. It's pretty sick. All right, let's go on to the main event. Really, the reason for this video is the Nissan R89C Lama Shakedown test at Paul Ricard 1988. Excuse me. I was going to wait, honestly, for this to come out in an actual racing livery, but I decided not to because it was a brand new casting. I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to get a version of it. So I did, and we've got it to look at here. Now, this is a brand new tooling. It's pretty much brand new from Inno64. Packaging's pretty basic. By the way, these are on Nissan. All three of these cars are Nissan licensed. So we got that in there, which tells us we got a removable piece. And we got to get it unscrewed from the base. Set that down. Does it roll? Not really. This one really doesn't roll. It's kind of trying to, but it's not. So right away I'm going to take this. Oh, wow. All right, there's the back of it off. And look at the detail on this thing. Well, I think the reason why it wasn't rolling actually is just because the tire is off the rim. So we might be able to fix it. Get that back on the rim. Hey, guess what? Now we got a roller, I think. There's some flat spots in the tire, it feels like. But she wants to roll now. So flat spots in the tires, those, you know, could get better with time. But take a look at the detail in this thing. The little antennas you got to be very careful of. The other cool thing is here's the rear piece. And like Pop Race has been doing with some of their parts, it is magnetic. So it just sticks on with a magnet and is easily removable with a mitt, like that. How cool is that? See, a little magnet right there. Little magnet right there. I mean, it might compromise the design a little bit, but man, it is that cool and satisfying. More details on this. The wheels and tires, they look really good. The headlights, they got the headlight covers and then the actual headlights inside that look really awesome. Sharp details, little tow hook in front. You got to be careful of those. Inserted details for the taillights. Actually, let's pull this back off and take a look at the taillights. There's the taillights. Matte black, kind of a satin black. Really cool. Just really cool. That is a cool piece. It's going to be really cool to get this in racing liveries. That is going to be quite awesome. I cannot wait to get one like that. I'll probably always hang on to this one though anyway, but I just couldn't wait. You know, I couldn't wait to get an example of this casting. I thought I really just needed to get it. So two really gorgeous models from Inno64. This one's pretty cool too. It's just not, this livery is okay. This car though, if you don't have one of these and you're a fan of the 240Z, you must get an Inno64 240. It is literally one of the best 240Zs ever made in 1/64 scale diecast. They just did a really fantastic job of it. So it's really good. I would definitely recommend it. This I would recommend as well. If you like this car, get this. This, I mean, obviously I have to recommend. This thing is so cool. So Inno64. If you're not familiar with them, really cool brand. They just don't put out a ton of stuff, or real frequent. So you're not going to get a super steady stream of new releases. At least you haven't been able to lately. Who knows? Maybe you will eventually. I will say too that these are not cheap either. You know, you're typically looking at $20 to $25 typically per model. So they are not cheap models. They are about on par with some other expensive brands, like some of the more expensive Tarmac Works and some of the less expensive Tomica Limited Vintage. So that's kind of where they put themselves. And quality is pretty much on par, I would say. I mean, it's not, I mean, Tomica Limited Vintage really has something special feel to it that I can't really put my finger on. Sometimes their models just feel like little gems, you know. These do to a degree, but I don't know, they feel a little bit different, but they're still very high quality. And I mean, that's super cool, dude. Super cool. All right, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is going to be in the playlist that has premium and import diecast. Lots of different videos with lots of content in there. So go in there, check them out. If you like stuff like this, brands like this, more premium brand content, go ahead and check that out. You will enjoy what you find in there. So, all right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun, happy stuff, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.